Girl, I am back! Did you miss me? Because I have missed you guys so much. It's been so many months and there has been going on so much and there has changed so many things that if I was to update you in one go, this podcast would take hours and hours. So I'm gonna take it into bits and pieces, and I promise to you that I will do my best to be consistent and to be back on a not maybe weekly basis but a regular basis where I'll update you about things going on and all my thoughts, because yet again I have so much to tell you, I have so much to share, I have so much to talk about, and I'm really happy that finally I made it and I'm back. For the ones that are here for the very first time, I'm sorry for a messy intro, but on the other hand, y'all should also get used to this, because this is me, your favorite ADHD Polish girl living in the Netherlands. So welcome. For the newcomers, my name is Nicole, and I am your host of this wonderful podcast where we are talking about everything and nothing, women-related topics. We're talking about dating, we're talking about business, we're talking about being different. So anything that comes to my mind and everything that you as a lady or a boy can relate to. Today, the episode is going to be a little bit about different topics. So I have a few things on my list, and the most important topic of today is our retreat that we organized in Spain. If you don't know what I'm talking about, stay, I will explain. But there are some thoughts that I wanted to share about this. About this retreat and how did it go, how did it make me feel, what do I think went well, and I also want to share with you what's coming up next, because it's very exciting. But before I talk about that, there are some other small updates that I wanted to share with you guys, and I also have some random fun fact that I wanted to discuss on this podcast, because I have like a little list in my notes on my iPhone, and every time I think of something or something happens that I would like to share with you guys, I put it on the list. And now this list is like endless, so I was like, okay, let's start from what's been going on very recently, and then we scroll back to the past topics. Okay, I think I said everything I needed in the introduction, or everything that I wanted. And one thing about this podcast, you guys, is that I try to make it a one-taker so that it's authentic and it's like, a little voice message to your bestie, and you don't edit and cut voice messages to your besties, okay? So let me start from a random fun fact that I wanted to share with my audience, is that I realized that a lot of people don't really know that actually all the reality shows like Too Hot to Handle, or those other things where people pull up and it turns out, I think that's Too Hot to Handle, and turns out that they had no idea that they signed up for. So fun fact, they actually know what they're signing up for. And I realized that a lot of people don't really realize that, because I had some conversations with people that were like, oh my God, that's so crazy that you think you're coming for a show and then all of a sudden you see yourself being in totally different show. And I'm like, girl, they actually know what they're signing up for. It's just a little bit of acting that they have to pretend that they had no idea. So here's the thing, if you didn't know, now you know. People that are on Too Hot to Handle very well are aware that they signed up. Oh, I'm sorry for my mess. Oopsie poopsie. They signed up for it, and they actually knew what they were signing up for. And that moment where Lana pulls up and tells them that you are in Too Hot to Handle is actually an act. And then they have to go like, oh no, how am I gonna survive without having intercourse for so many weeks? It's quite often actually really poor acting, but here you go, you can spread the message to others. And also about reality show thing, another thing that I have learned a while ago, and I had some interesting conversations about it, is that if you don't really have a good relationship with producers, or if you're unlucky, you can be portrayed very poorly, even though you might actually at the end of the day be a nice person. Like, of course, sometimes you are a villain on the show and you are actually not a nice person in general, but apparently it happens quite often that some people become a little bit of victims of an edit. So they're not that mean or they're not that stupid, but unfortunately the way they speak and act is being cut and edited in a way that makes them look certain way, and I find it so scary. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I don't think I would ever sign up to a reality show, because you never know how they're going to portray you, you know, and what kind of edit you're gonna get. And as I realize now, a lot of audience, a lot of people outside don't really know that it's so heavily edited, and then you have those people from outside world watching the show, judging you like super heavily and getting hate, which I think is not very great for your mental health. So here's a little fun fact that I've been dying to share with you, to enlighten you and make you aware. So yeah, that's that. Another thing that I really wanted to tell you guys, and that's actually the newest update of today, is that girl, let me give you a little pause for that and like silent drum rolls. I went to the gym today at 5:30 a.m. in the morning. Who am I? That being said, actually, last Saturday, I woke up at 7:20 by myself voluntarily without any alarm to yet again go to the gym. And already on Saturday, I was really impressed with myself. So, yeah, the question is, who am I? I must tell you very honestly, 6 a.m., 5 a.m. at the gym is a little bit too early for me. My body was like in shock. But I do feel proud of myself that I actually woke up. It was like a little bit of a challenge slash intention that I set for myself, and I'm happy that I didn't bail and went. But also at the same time, very honestly, I have to admit that when I came back from the gym, I went to take a 3 hour nap, and I slept from 9 to like 12. But well, I went to the gym at 5 a.m. I did some little workout, and I want to say it was great, but it wasn't. I really feel like at the end of the day, each of us has like a little bit of personal rhythm when it comes to how you wake up, what time do you wake up, and what time do you have the most energy. And I think for me, 5:30 is definitely not that time. I went because my boyfriend goes to the gym almost every day at 5:30 in the morning. I was like, okay, let me join him and see what that feels like. And also, I find it more motivating to go with somebody to the gym. But I think I'll stick to going at 9 in the morning. Like, that's doable for me. I feel like this is when I am actually awake and able to do some stuff. But yeah, aside from that, I am also a gym girl now, as you hear or see. And the reason for that is that I do like my body, but I want to become stronger and a little bit more fit. And of course, I want that fat, juicy booty, and I really want to have strong legs because I really like muscular and strong legs. But next to it, as you may know, I've had a very serious knee injury. I've had 2 times a surgery on my left ACL. And it really helps if you go to the gym as a dancer to keep your legs strong and prevent another injuries. So I decided to take it very seriously and just try to go regularly to the gym and see how it goes. So far, so good. I'm not loving it because, you know, people are saying that once you go to the gym a few times and you see results, you get this kind of gym bug and you're becoming addicted and you cannot be without the gym. I don't really see myself becoming that, but who knows? I mean, it's been a few weeks and I've been drinking protein shakes and keratin, you know, the thing that makes your muscles recover. So who knows? Maybe like in 3 months, I'm going to open a fitness girl Instagram and I'm going to be spreading the tips and tricks that I've learned. You never know. For now, I'm doing it out of love for my muscles and for dancing and out of willingness to be strong and look good and be strong again. So this is the update of the day and I really wanted to share with you guys. And I think now it's time to move on to the highlight of this podcast. So let me talk about the retreat. Okay, let me give you a little bit of context in case you're new here or you had no idea that I organize retreats. So on that note, Together with Femme Confidence, with my company, we've been organizing girls trips to Spain so far. So up till now, we did it 2 times. Last year, we did our first edition, which was a huge success. And this year, we went again to Malaga, Spain, with few girls to dance, to enjoy the weather, to bond, to explore our feminine energy, and to connect with like-minded women. And the reason why I organize these retreats, actually there are many reasons. First impulse that made me start organizing it was the fact that I always wanted to connect like-minded women, like I just told you, and I do that already through my events, of course, through Femme Confidence, but then I thought that would be so nice to just go on a girls trip with women who are working in a similar environment and who want to connect more with the feminine energy and also get to know other girls. And I also realized that at my age, so I'm in my 30s, there's a lot of women who want to go on holidays, but they don't necessarily have friends to go with because some friends already have children, some friends maybe don't have as much money to travel, other friends have some possessive, crazy boyfriends who don't let them go on girls trips. So I was like, how about I create an opportunity for women like this to connect and go together and just have fun and have the best time. And I chose Spain because I really love Spain, and for us Europeans, Spain is like the easiest spot to go to, where the weather is great, we have beautiful sea, their food is great, and it's a little bit cheaper for Western European countries. So yeah, I picked a villa last year. I put a program together with my friends and my team, which consisted of a lot of dancing, because obviously for me, dancing is that tool that I use a lot, and I help other women use it to feel empowered and to connect with the feminine energy. But next to this, I put lots of girls trip type of activities, like boat trip, I think I already mentioned it, some game nights, tours in Malaga and Marbella. And then I put it out there on my social media and collected a group of amazing women who met for the first time in Malaga, and last year we had the best time ever, and that's why I decided to do it again. So last week I came back from our second edition in Malaga of our retreat, and yet again it was amazing. I'm going to tell you very honestly, because I never really keep secrets from my audience, that it was a little bit less, like we had less participants than last year. But I think it doesn't necessarily reflect on the quality of retreat, but I think it's probably because the timing, because this time we did it in June and last time we did it in September. So I got a lot of feedback from people saying that really would love to join, but June was a little bit more difficult when it comes to taking days off from work than September. But yeah, we still made it happen. We had 4 participants, so that allowed us to get out of the costs. I did not make any money with it, but that's okay. Sometimes you make money, sometimes you don't. As long as you don't have any losses, you know what I mean? You still win. And to be very truthful with you guys, I feel like this year, I personally needed this retreat so bad. Like, I needed it for myself. And here's why. I'm not going to get into details, but you probably might know that last few months I also started working somewhere. So next to being a freelancer and next to being an owner of Femme Confidence, I also started working in a company. So I have a regular job as well. And the place where I work at is a 9-to-5 job, and it's also with mostly women. So the thing is that working after so many years, I've been a freelancer for 10 years, working in a company reminded me of so many pluses that working for, a big company has, but I'm not going to talk about them now, but also minuses. And I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to say it straight away. So the thing that I noticed is that, unlike what I've been used to for the past years, women can be very mean to each other. And that really broke my heart and burst my bubble that I've been in, because you know, like I told you, and if you know me a little bit, you know, I'm all about girls' power, women empowerment, and my biggest mission in life is to help and allow women to understand that you can be multidimensional, meaning you can be a good lawyer, good mother, good teacher, and at the same time be feminine, be sensual, and do things like pole dancing and dress sensually in appropriate context. So I've spent like literally last 12 years building that confidence in women to allow them to believe that they can be all that. And here I am in this like positive mindset of feeling like I am an example of this multidimensional woman who has a degree and who's about to work in a nice job with a good, you know, good salary. And at the same time, I'm a dancer, so it's so cool. And here I am coming into this environment of a corporate job and getting very disappointed because yes, there are a lot of colleagues at my job who are very supportive, and they are also girls and they love it that I am out of that, like out of a box type of person, like, you know, I'm educated but at the same time I'm a little crazy, and yeah, I also dance. But I also got a lot of hate and judgment, mainly from women, which really made me feel so sad and so disappointed, like that reminder that it's still out there, you know, in the world, even though we are like in 2025, that it's still out there that women are going to be hating on other women, and that they're going to be judging them for dressing differently, for wearing too tight clothes, for yeah, just not being this like classical boring finance girl, but also having a life outside of it. And also women who are like being so nosy about what you're doing outside of work, and they're being nosy not to support you or maybe like join you in like the Pilates class or dance class that you do, but to again judge you and talk badly about you behind your back. Like, girl, that's been so tiring for the past months and so discouraging. So going on Femme Confidence Retreat and meeting ladies who are there to support each other and to empower each other was so refreshing. Like, it really gave me this extra boost of positivity and energy and reminded me, why am I doing all of this, what I'm doing with Femme Confidence? And it's been great. Yeah, that was the biggest message that I wanted to take off my shoulders. And I also wanted to send maybe some words of encouragement to girls who are going through the same thing like I do. Because I can imagine, and actually I know for a fact that there's a lot of us, like there's a lot of women who work in corporate environment who have to literally put a mask on and hide, who, because you just know that your female, especially colleagues, will have a very strong opinion on how you carry yourself outside of your working environment, and they're going to like wish you to fail. And it's just so sad because, like, on the one hand, I do understand that it comes from insecurities and probably from the environment that you are from. So if you are from the environment where people always judge each other and who always like wish each other to fail, that's just how you shape, right? Like, you're a product of your environment. So I understand that that can be the reason. But then on the other hand, haven't you ever thought about it, that if you're nice to other people and if you let people just be, your life is going to become so much easier and just so much better. Like, I don't know, like I really cannot wrap my mind around it, why people are so concerned about how others live their lives when they're at the end of the day not doing anything wrong. Like, it's not like, I don't know, you coming to work half naked, or like you coming to work and you're not doing your job, or like, I don't know, you bring drugs to work, you know, like you're just being yourself. So I will never understand it. And because I'm Pisces, instead of being upset, it actually makes me feel sad. Um, and yeah, yet again, Femme Confidence Retreat this year really just warmed my heart and reignited this spark in my heart to keep on doing what I'm doing and to keep on believing in what I believe in. So that's Femme Confidence Retreat. Now let me tell you about something that's coming up next. Pam, 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 pam. So after doing it 2 times in Spain, I, together with Brittany, with my lovely Femme Confidence team member and my friend, decided that it's time for the next step. And it's time to organize a dream trip of mine. and go to Colombia. Boom. It's a little crazy, but this is how I roll. This is how I do it in life. I just have an idea, and at the very first second, I feel like, that's a little bit scary. Should I do it? Should I not? And I'm like, whatever, let's just do it. And then I'm already doing it. And that's exactly how it happened with Colombia. Colombia has always been my dream destination to go to, but last few years, every time I tried to go, there were some obstacles that came across my path. And this year I was also supposed to go, but I moved, blah, blah, blah. Yet again, life went other way. And I decided that next year, no matter what, I am going to make it happen. And even more so, I'm going to make it happen with a group of 10 women. Because, just like I told you at the beginning, I feel like there might be more ladies and gents as well who maybe really wanted to go to South America, specifically Colombia, but they're a little bit scared to go by themselves. They don't know how to organize the trip to make it safe, and they don't know where to go exactly, what activities to choose, and maybe financially going alone, it's a little bit too much. And I was like, okay, if I'm going, let me just take you all with me. So yeah, I'm going to post about it on my social media and let you guys know what program specifically we planned and what are the costs. But just wanted to put it out there that, girl, we are going to Colombia next year, and we're going to have the best time and the best trip of our lives. We're going to dance, we're going to go on a boat, we're going to do some culture exploration. We are going with a Colombian person, so we're going to be safe and set. And we are going to make it affordable as well, because yeah, I want people to be able to pay for it, even if you're not rich bish. And yeah, we're going to have a photo shoot, we are going to practice Spanish, we're going to have a blast. Sorry, it wasn't supposed to be like a promotional video, but I just wanted to put it out there and let you guys know. So that's it when it comes to retreat. And before I go, actually, I remember there was one more thing that I wanted to share with you guys, and that has been the reason for that has been actually my class yesterday on Sunday. So here's the thing, it's a message to all of y'all. Listen, when you go for a dance class, I just wanted to remind you guys that, especially when you're doing it for the very first time, yeah, remember that every time you start something, you will likely not be the best at it, and that's okay. Because I see a lot of times people coming from a dance class and they are so frustrated when things don't work out perfectly, and I always wonder, like, why? Because, for instance, when you guys went for driving class for the very first time, right, did you immediately skirt the car and like pulled up to like a freeway driving on a left lane? No. Like, most of us, when we had our first driving lessons, struggled as hell. So why do you think when you go for a dance class for the first time, when you never danced before, or maybe just danced a little bit, you're going to be like looking amazing and remembering the choreo in one go? Like, that doesn't work like that. And every time I see you guys getting frustrated, it makes me yet again feeling sad, because, you know, Pisces, because you're coming there to enjoy. Like, you're not coming there to impress anyone. There's nobody really judging you or giving a grade, or I don't know, it's not really a competition. So I really wanted to remind you guys and encourage you to like take a breath in, breath out, and remind yourself that it's your first time, you're still learning, and even if you've been coming for a long time and it still doesn't work, at the end of the day, effort, you came there to enjoy. Okay, so try to like keep that in mind and be kinder to yourself, and let it go. Okay, sprinkle that positive energy in your aura, breathe in, breathe out, and shake the frustrations and anxiety go, and just have fun. Okay, bueno, I'm gonna let you go. I think it's a little bit short episode, but maybe it's better this way. And also I see that my microphone is dying, so I'm like panicking, because if it dies, that would mean that I would have to like edit it, put it together, and you already know that your girl doesn't like doing it. So let's have a sweet and short episode for today. Next time we're gonna do better, and we're gonna do longer. Maybe I'm gonna have some guests. Maybe I'm gonna let you know what happened with my house. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of the week. I speak to you next time. Sending you lots of love. and sprinkle that energy around you again. One more time, let's sprinkle some positive vibes. If you're listening on audio, I just wanted to let you know that I'm lifting my arms up and sprinkle my fingers around my aura. Okay, thank you so much. Love you. Bye.